What is this?
The Fulga. Ships built for semiomancers to sail through the skies.
It sails not waters, but winds?
When did you build such a thing? And Leticia, you knew of this?
I did.
Forgive me. If only I had properly lent you my ear then.
I pity any who would bet the future of their kingdom on this. The Fulga was not conceived to be a weapon. It is useless.
My people in Nilbath should be ready to transport the Levitas ore by now. The ship from Canis' attack yet remains. If we take one ship from Kato, we can return with two.
Who will commandeer the other vessel?
Leave that to me. It should prove simple to oversee those efforts upon my return to Nilbath.
The danger is too great. You need not oblige yourself to the kingdom to such a...
If I disregard the danger facing Osarius now, the Empire's fangs will sink into Nilbath ere long. I am not one to slink away in fear while my allies are in peril.
You would forgive an old man his misdeeds and blunders?
Your Majesty may not be the panacea to soothe this ailing world, but you recognize that a kingdom is its people. Your Majesty, you did all you could at the time. You should suffer no guilt over having not done enough. But know that I will seek recompense for our efforts. Starting with the restoration of Midas's good name.
All that withstanding, our one obstacle is modulation of the converter. How long might it take to calibrate it to run even at minimum efficiency?
A beautiful, if unrefined, piece of machinery. What a joy it would be to fly this through a sky full of stars.
Again, you...
Will you allow me to help protect the skies of this land? This world shouldn't have to suffer the spread of the Empire's dark influence any longer.
What do you intend?
Excuse me, Nina. May I see that ore? This would work, and withstand use in the mechanism. We just need a demonstration of its symbol energy output. I would expect proper calibration time to take 10 days at most.
You continue to baffle me.
Okay, great. Even if that's possible, how do we buy 10 days worth of time?
Well, while I was yet captive, Neon made me a proposal.
Have you gone quite mad, Leticia? Out of the question.
Is there another option left us, Father?
No, but...
The Imperial family of Vale wishes for me to join in matrimony with the Crown Prince, Gerard. I believe I may grant their request.
You mean you're gonna get married?
Indeed. I do not doubt preparations for a ceremony binding the heirs of our kingdoms should buy us ample time. Captain Bertrand, please send an envoy to the Imperial forces at Baldar. Let them know that Leticia Osarius would be overjoyed to accept the proposal of marriage to Crown Prince Gerard Eel Vale. I've been meaning to ask, did Theo really say something about Vir?
Apparently, that is what those beings with the horns and sickly pallor call themselves.
There's a planet in the Pangalactic Federation with the same name.
You telling me the Feds are in cahoots with the Empire?
We can't say for certain yet. At this time, we only know that those three are involved at the very least.
Maybe they're in the same situation we are?
You think they also became stranded on this planet somehow? But found sanctuary with the Empire instead? At this point, all we can do is field conjecture. I shall see what I can uncover there while the wedding preparations are underway.
I highly doubt the Empire will allow you to roam about freely. That matter aside, you know naught of the world of stars above.
What if me and Elena went disguised as your attendants?
Neon would be on to our ruse immediately.
What if I went along with her?
What?
As far as Neon and the Veer know, I'm just a deviceless former prisoner of war who doesn't know a thing about this world.
Are you sure, Chloe?
They won't suspect a thing if I'm the only one with you, right? Please, let me return all the kindness you've shown Ray and Elena.
Very well. You have my full trust.
Seriously?
How will you inform us of what you find out?
There will be no need for any remote relay. The Fulga will embark on its maiden flight to recover both Chloe and myself. We can then use the intelligence Chloe and I return with to put a decisive end to the Empire. Everyone, I hope to have you all at my side in the fight to come.
Hail, Crown Prince Gerard!
Brave soldiers of Asarius, mark this day. For here we take our first steps beyond our nation's troubled history and into a future made radiant by peace.
I am Leticia Asarius.
Valange.
I will send an envoy to inform you when the date of the ceremony is decided.
Hail, Her Highness Princess Leticia!
Let us be off, Chloe.
Yes, my lady.
Watch your backs out there.
Ray! Sir Albert! How did it go?
I feel somewhat fatigued. Please excuse me. It's 'cause the so-called prince wasn't all that charming in reality.
I'm worried about Leticia, and I hope Chloe will be alright too.
We need to trust him. That, and do our damnedest to get the Fulga in the air so it's not all for nothing.
How about we head to the consortium together? Maybe we can help out.
We should probably go see the king and Bertrand. Let them know how it went. We're all in this together from here on out.
Are His Majesty and Captain Bertrand in the palace?
That'd be my guess. Either in the throne room or the council chamber.
Let's make our way there then.
Sweet! Sweet!
people in the royal city sure do seem to be going about their business as usual, despite the fact we almost saw the end of the royal family and this nation.
Their princess is putting her life on the line for him as we speak. They're not about to wallow in fear just yet.
I'd say that shows that leading by example works a treat. Come on then, let's head to the palace.
And yet I find all this standing. The King and Bertrand are probably on the second floor. Better check out the throne room. Insurgents breach these halls once.
Can we make up for those soldiers lost by calling back our forces in Kato?
Marching our men too hard will lower morale and put the princess's plan in jeopardy.
You speak true. I apologize for the foolish suggestion.
Get some rest, my boy. A night's service requires him to be rested and at attention.
I shall feel no calm unless I keep active.
Raymond, Nina, you two have my endless thanks.
Nah, I mean, no, Your Highness. Please don't go thanking me. This was all Leticia's idea.
Come now, speak freely. I am confronted by the realization I have not half the decisiveness or courage of mine own daughter. A miserable king like myself is long overdue for retirement, it would seem.
Please don't say such a thing, Your Majesty.
Do not mistake me. I will see this battle to its end. But when such an end comes, I see no reason to hold the throne from Leticia for a moment more. If I were to ask for but one thing, it would be that those she can trust, those like yourselves, might stand by her side come that day.
Check in on things at the Consortium?
Sure. Ought to see how things with the Fulga are coming along anyway.
I want to check in on Uncle Midas and everyone.
Yet again.
Sweet!
This is a simplified version of a standard generator. By improving its intake precision, we should at least double its energy efficiency.
Developing wholly new components is no trivial task.
I see you're really going at it. There anything I can do to help out?
Our work here will be highly specialized, so no. You too, Nina. I'm sorry, but the cure for Helgar's disease will have to wait.
I understand. If there's anything we can do to help, just let us know.
I'll contact you both through Ray's device if anything comes up.
I gotta tell you, I never expected Midas to hop on board and help like this.
Yeah, totally. Uncle Midas definitely wasn't into the idea at first. But then Malkia gave him a talk.
These young folk are fighting for their lives. Pull your head out of your posterior and help them. You infuriate me to no end.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen that.
You're mean. Anyway, now we're the only ones with nothing to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like there'll be much to do. At least until Malkia comes back with the ore.
Wanna go for a walk?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Beg your pardon, but the captain would like to see you both. Pray hasten to the throne room.
Understood. Wonder why.
An Imperial envoy has just brought word as to where and when Princess Leticia and Prince Gerard are to be wed. In 7 days' time at Baldar Basilica.
7 days?
This wedding is for their own crown prince as well. Surely that is not ample time to prepare.
According to the messenger, peace cannot wait. As farcical as the intent, this betrothal is meant to both symbolize and solidify the peace between our nations.
My bet is they know full well we're working on borrowed time. So, what do we do now? Elena said we need at least 10 days to finish.
Wait, but it's not like they know about the Fulga yet, do they?
No, they do not. Warn Midas and the others of our situation.
I'll go let them know.
Hey, Bertrand.
You would see things kept as Lady Nina says, yes?
Bingo. If word gets out about the Fulga, we're as good as done for.
I can only work to bolster our security and keep matters secret. But you have my word. I will do my best.
Now we won't be able to rely on anyone else, for even the smallest of tasks.
The fact it is of highest secrecy changes not. Let us hasten to the Consorium.
Right then. Better hurry and get word to everyone back at the Consortium.
Just breach these halls once.
delivered it? Oh, I bet Mom was so excited. I wish I could have been there to see it. By the way, I found this piece of paper near the fountain the other day. Here, you can have it.
I'll take this over running deliveries any day.
I saw you carrying one just like it, so it must have some kind of value to you, right? One man's trash is another's treasure.
Now here we are in quite the conundrum.
Let's speed up our work as much as we can.
We need to keep things discreet, too. So whatever little odd jobs you need, don't be shy. Lay it on us.
We will, but do not expect to get a wink of sleep from today on.
Wasn't planning on it.
What on Aster happened here?
Everyone lost steam pretty early on.
Did they now? Well, might I borrow Sirs Albert and Raymond and Lady Nina?
Of course.
It would appear the Imperial Navy may have caught wind of the ship Lady Malkia took to Nilbeth.
You're kidding.
Word from Kato is they've spotted a number of Imperial ships.
We really don't have time for this. What's our next move?
If the forces of Baldar truly intend to advance upon Kato or Nilbeth, we must discern the movement of the Imperial forces stationed there.
Precisely. We must be ready to face the worst. We cannot risk sending anyone to Baldar who might worsen the situation. Would you lend your aid?
Let's go! We're the only ones who can deal with this right now.
Well, it's not like we can just pop in and have a look around, right? I bet they're in lockdown.
I may have a notion. In the meanwhile, let us make for Baldar. We shall ascertain what their naval forces are up to.
Baldar's off on the southern side, right?
Yes, through the southern gate and across the Osirius Plains.
We should be ready for a fight, yeah?
Without question. We may not be fighting our way inside. There's no...
They aren't gonna let us waltz right through the front door. So, what's your plan?
We shall encroach from on high, east of Baldar. A bird's eye view should tell us all.
Huh. Are you referring to...
Initiate emergency protocol. Threat neutralized. Destroy.
Gotcha!
Threat neutralized. Destroy.
See that?
Threat neutralized.
Sorry,
Destroy.
end of the line!
Threat neutralized. Destroy. Neutralized.
Live to fight another day.
Target sighted.
Sweet!
We'll be fine. See that?
May luck be on your side!
Warning. Energy levels low. Destroy. Insufficient output.
That's what you get for messing with us!
Target sighted.
Sweet!
Is there really a way to that hill from over here?
There is indeed. Come, it is further ahead.
You know this place, Ray?
Yeah. Last time I was inside Baldar, though.
This point offers vantage over all of Baldar.
Sweet!
There appears to be no major activity. No warships are patrolling offshore, and the soldiers are not hurriedly preparing for battle.
Maybe Bertrand was all worked up over nothing.
That Lady Malkia's ship ran afoul of an Imperial patrol, I do not doubt. But the Empire must not deem it strategically important to deploy its ships to Nilbeth.
I guess from their point of view, if they make a slight blunder and it starts a war with Nilbeth, then they wouldn't be able to focus on the fight against Osirius.
They'll still be on high alert, though. I just hope that doesn't hold up the little rock shipment we're waiting on.
We must hold our trust in Lady Malkia and the Royal Navy. Let us return. We need to report our findings to Captain Bertrand. We have not the time for further excursions. We must return with news of Baldar, post-haste.
Right. To the Royal City, then. Sweet! Didn't run against bad news.
Now let us make our way back to Captain Bertrand.
Energy levels low.
See that?
Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Insufficient coverage. Destroyed. Energy levels low.
Sweet!
Malkia did make it to Nilbeth safe and sound, right?
All we can do is wait and keep our faith in her.
We should focus on matters we might yet influence. Let us return to the royal capital.
Glad this recon mission went off without a hitch.
That we cannot be certain of until we have made our return. We had best hurry for the royal palace. Captain Bertrand awaits.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir Albert, sir.
Threat. Neutralized. Destroy. Warning. Energy levels threat neutralized. Item destroy. Threat neutralized. Here comes.
Right then. First things first. We should head to the palace and see Captain Bertrand.
Some children playing. Don't trust him or anything, but do you think Uncle Midas is actually helping out and putting in the effort?
I'm willing to bet Elena and Malthea are making sure he does.
True, true. They probably...
Didn't take all that long to get back, huh? We should go find Captain Bertrand.
The captain is likely waiting in the council chamber on the second floor of the palace.
Once we've gotten everything taken care of, we should talk with Bertrand and take some time to rest up.
better news than I would have hoped.
Be that as it may, we should advise all civilian ships in Kato and Rifle to refrain from setting sail.
You have done excellent work. Lady Elena and Maester Midas are still hard at their research. I have been given orders to ask that you rest adequately upon your return, if you would.
Malkia! Back already? That sure was fast.
The Levitas ore was ready to load on our arrival, allowing us to sail back through the night. But the ore yet remains in Kato. I hastened back alone.
Why?
I heard from the boy upon our return to Kato that Midas has been working non-stop with no rest. Time is of the essence, I am well aware, but his results will be abysmal if he does not sleep. I've just given Midas a stern talking to, and shall be taking over his duties while he gets some shut-eye.
You can handle it?
This would not be my first time doing so. Besides, I understand Levitas ore better than anyone else.
Ain't that the truth? All right then.
I hear the boy alone has been charged with transporting the ore. Do help him as much as you can. I dare say he could use the assistance.
You got it. I'll head out to Kato with Nina now. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, quit being such a baby.
Cut me some slack, will ya? You saw that ore, right? Me, Albert, and Bertrand carried it all to the consortium ourselves. I can hardly even feel my arms anymore.
Those two are doing just fine, by the way. Maybe you need more exercise.
They're lifelong soldiers. I'm just some regular old guy, okay?
Never met a civilian like you before, Ray. I'm helping out with the ore refinement from today. I entrust the heavy lifting to you.
Yeah, don't worry. Ugh.
Our worst fears have been realized. We have uncovered an Imperial spy among our men.
How'd you manage that?
We have made the discovery as we gathered intel on those involved in the coup, and those wounded during the withdrawal from Baldar. Luckily, it seems to be someone with no knowledge of the Folga.
Theo's father and Neon must have snuck them in. Speaking of which, where is Theo and his dad now?
Locked away in the dungeon.
Good. Today is when we start the calibration of the Folga in earnest, but there's no knowing for sure if we'll reach the number we need. I'd like to pull some solid info on the Empire from him if I could.
Ah. Very well then. I shall inform my men to grant you passage.
The dungeon guard should be somewhere on the northwestern side of the ground floor.
But now our princess
We should be able to get to the dungeon from the northwestern side of the palace. Let's go see what Theo and Lambert have to say.
Please pass through.
I'm guessing Theo's further ahead. Greetings, Ray. Now what brings you here? So, you hear how Leticia's getting hitched?
Hitched?
Yeah, her and the Empire's Prince Gerard are getting married.
What? Letty accepted their proposal?
To buy us the time we need to flip the tables. Unlike your father there, our little princess hasn't given up this fight.
Naught can be done to stand against the menace the Virians pose. To defy them would be madness.
I wanted to ask you something. You and Theo know all sorts of stuff about the Empire, yeah? Don't suppose you've ever seen anyone else there that looks like Valange, Gaston, or Lola?
I have not. Their celestial ship carried only the 3 of them, but was large enough to house 3 or 4 warships.
Uh-huh. That's all then?
Are you so oblivious? A vessel larger than imagining, able to float in the sky and fire endless volleys of light. I have seen the trifling guns they carry, able to turn boulders to dust and pierce through iron. How can one resist the Empire after witnessing such?
Yeah, ain't the first time I've witnessed it.
What?
Thanks. It's all I needed. I'll be back if I think of anything else. We might need to play our hand a little better. I should talk with Captain Bertrand.
Flying without a trial? Such drivel!
The Fulga must be a secret. When we consider the quandary facing Princess Leticia and Chloe, we have no surplus of time on our hands. With the immense power at the Empire's disposal, our top priority should be getting the results we need.
Don't worry. With my simulation data, we shouldn't have any need for an actual test run.
I designed the Fulga. How will I know its limits without a field trial?
I can provide guidance via screen. I promise, it will output stable performance, even on the maiden voyage, even in poor weather conditions.
That's all empty theory. A test is necessary to be certain of actual flight.
Do whatever you want. Just do something. Today alone, I've got to service 20 Fulga. None of your blathering matters if there's no damn Fulga to fly.
Knowing they were built by you and checked by Elena is all the guarantee I need. Unless you want to tell me your theories or Elena's simulations are anything but perfect.
I'm left with no choice. But I shall run a trial if the chance presents itself.
You certainly know how to handle Midas.
I take no pride in it.
You want us to have Duke Lambert attend the royal wedding?
Not so loud, Cap.
The idea seems right madness. What is your aim?
Your Majesty, we can assume they'll have Neon and Valange there. The Duke will be our bluff. He was the leader of the national forces, so having him there will leave them second-guessing our military might. If we allow the Duke to participate at such an important national event, it'll make it seem like his traitorous forces are holding up better than expected. And what it will also do
is lead our foes to believe we've no choice but to rely on the very man who plotted against us.
Exactly. The more they make light of us, the more impact the Fulga should have.
And how might things be progressing?
Let's just say, there's a reason why I want us to use every option we have.
Bertrand.
Say no more, Your Highness.
We are out of time.
Wait! Surely you can spare a few moments. We are nearly ready.
His Majesty and the Corps have already left for Baldar. The ceremony is less than half a day away. Even were the Fulga completed, no time would be left to coordinate with our ground forces.
There's no choice.
You cannot give up on us. Elena and the others haven't.
We don't have time for tests, and your semiomancers aren't up to par. Using those things now would be asking for trouble.
The Fulga could never have been finished in the time allotted. However, this fact does not change our mission. We shall see the wedding disrupted, Her Highness safely rescued, and Baldar wrested back from the Empire's grasp. Let us build up the number of Fulga for the final confrontation with the Empire. Our top priority for this operation is the safe return of Her Highness. Theo, Raymond, and I shall enter first and conceal ourselves near the Basilica. Once her escort allows us an opportune moment, we will surround Her Highness and work with the attending Bertrand Corps to extract her from the ceremony hall.
This was my idea. It's risky for sure, I know. But we need people who know the situation on the ground over there. The King and Captain Bertrand both agree.
If such is His Majesty's wish.
Sorry to do this to you. Give Midas and them our best.
Very well. But please, be careful out there.
Our aim is the hill to the east of Baldar. We can enter the Citadel from there. We leave at once, you two. We will have no other support in our infiltration of Baldar. Might I assume we are all quite ready?
Assume away. I am ready now as I have ever been.
All right. We make our way through the southern gate then.
Some children playing.
We're on the same side now, so let's just forego all the nonsense and work like a team, okay?
I appreciate your offer to travel together.
Let us wait no longer.
You see that?
Neutralized.
Nice!
Destroyed.
Better all the time!
Neutralized. Destroyed. Warning. Energy levels low.
Well, that's over with.
I trust you remember the location of that knoll?
Of course I do. Nothing could take it from my memory. We can reach it from the path to the southeast. There it is. Same as it ever was.
Quite true. Let us make our way atop it.
All right, looks clear. Let's slip in before we lose the cover of night.
Theo, you should know.
I do. Should my sentence be execution at your hands, I accept my fate. But I swear on my life, I shall never again betray Letty or any of our allies.
I place my trust in your words.
Hey, come now. Do not trust me again so easily. It makes me nervous.
No. I believe you. But I shall strike you down just as swift should my faith be misplaced. That I swear on my life.
I know you will.
I would ask you to share what you have said here with Letty herself.
That much I can promise.
Let us make for Baldar.